What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I just wanted to talk about sobriety, really, and my update on my whole sobriety and everything, and how that's going. Yeah, man, I've been about 6, 7 months being sober for marijuana, and like it's been a real change to my life, to be honest. Like from from how I used to be a heavy smoker to now, it's like completely night and day, to be honest. Yeah, man. I mean, ever since I started this whole journey, like back when I was smoking, I'd just be so low on energy, not really wanting to do anything. Really, been lethargic. Uh, well, like I'm not gonna say it was easy, at the beginning. Of course, at the beginning it was hard. Like the first month, it was pretty difficult trying to get used to that. Um, because that would be like my routine, like smoking, like after work and everything. Just be a routine, It just feels so natural, and then well, yeah, I mean, during that first month, I mean, I would say it was a struggle. Just trying to find something else to do rather than be smoking. So, um, yeah, I mean, at first, what can I say? Yeah, at first, it was all right. You know, um, yeah, the first month I was basically just trying to get over the cravings and you know denying myself of like wanting to go to the shop and pick up like a cart or something, a cartridge or a joint. And uh yeah, I mean, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, the first month I was just trying to find a new thing to distract myself. So the thing that I would distract myself with is mostly video games. I was starting to get back into that and put my time into that. And then I'd have things going on, so I wouldn't really be able to um play games all the time. And so another thing that I would use to distract myself aside from video games, I would try to get into something more productive and just do exercising and walking, trying to make walking more of a habit and part of my daily routine now. And overall, I mean, yeah, it's helped a lot, trying to exercise and stay active, because before, like, you could forget that. Like, I wasn't even trying to stay active or anything, just, pick up pick up some smoke, get some snacks, just sit down, watch TV, watch a show. That was kind of my life before being sober, and I just got stuck into the whole routine of that. And yeah, man, like it's made a big difference. So being 6 months sober, like from now, like I already established a routine already, but like I want to take this back to the beginning of when I was first starting out, because like I've had multiple times of when I tried to get sober and just quit cold turkey, but each time I would relapse and just get back into smoking for like a week, a month or so, just straight smoking. And deep down inside I would just be feeling like I don't really like how I'm feeling when I'm smoking, but like I'm so used to that, that euphoric feeling of, feeling high and using weed as an escape from my problems and everything. But, over time, each time that I would try to quit, it would get easier for me to just stay off of it. So, like the first time when I tried to quit, I tried to quit straight out, and I couldn't even last like a couple of days without smoking. I eventually went back to that. And then, the next time some time had passed, I was still smoking. The next time I tried to quit, I got up to like a week. And then after that, go back to smoking again because stress, something happened, and just, um, a week of sobriety turned into a month. And then, soon after that, I was just thinking, like, man, like, if I went a month this long, like, maybe I could go longer. Like, it wasn't that bad. And yeah, next thing, like, keep going, see how it goes. Uh, what was it? There was a time where I made it to like 4 or 5 months without smoking straight, and I got back into it and just fucking fucked all that up, and just seeing all that progress that I had built up, just for me to go back into smoking like that one time is like fuck, like it felt so horrible to just have done all that time of being sober. This was at the beginning of the year, mind you, okay? And so, I mean, just thinking about all that time that I spent being sober, I'm just like, fuck, like, I spent all this time being sober just to, like, fuck it up with, join our cartridge. And, yeah, man, I just felt bad. And so after finishing that cartridge, I was like, okay, after this shit, I'm gonna be straight edge, straight. And ever since then, I've been sober. It's helped a lot, to be honest. Like, it's helped to change my whole mindset about everything, and helps me to be more productive with everything. And thankfully, with this YouTube thing and social media thing that I've been trying to get into, it's been a good distraction, to try to be more creative with my mind, and um really helped me to use my head a lot and try to plot my own path of where I want to take myself. Cause, like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying weed is bad, like, or shaming anyone that smokes, like, if you smoke and it helps you to be more creative, then I applaud you, like, I respect that. But for me, I kind of use weed at first as more like recreational, like just for fun, like, oh, just to relax and chill. But then, as the years went on, life happens, and some bad things happen, as what happens with everyone. Everyone goes through things. I use weed as like a coping mechanism because I didn't really know how to cope with my feelings and how to get through the hard times in my life. And so I kind of just went down the path of just like, whenever something would go bad, I would just smoke away everything and just numb myself so I don't have to feel that way, Like, if you guys can relate, like, you guys know, we all have a way to like cope with things whenever times get tough, whether that be weed, alcohol, um, like other drugs and stuff, gambling, stuff like that, And so weed was like my way of, uh, trying to cope with things. And it wasn't until I learned to, kind of take accountability for, the things that I've done, and, just trying to deal with those feelings that I've been putting off when I would be smoking. And, you know, instead of trying to like smoke everything away, it kind of made me realize that I have to stop trying to numb myself with anything and just, sit in that feeling and just, deal with it, like, because if you're always numbing yourself, you're never going to really work through things and change. And it just got to the point of me just getting tired of being the victim in my story, and just blaming everyone, like, oh, like, this person's the reason why I'm like this, that person's the reason why I'm like this, and they're the reason why I'm not where I'm at in my life. And it wasn't until I learned how to take accountability for myself, uh instead of always like shifting the blame onto other people, because like I can't blame other people, like I'm in charge of my own life. And so if I'm not where I want to be at, then that's kind of on me. And so it wasn't until I stopped blaming other people and just started taking accountability to myself, and, you know, just realizing that and doing that, it kind of helped me to become more sober and, want to be more productive and do things with my life and actually work towards my goals. And yeah, man, like, I'm not even done with this journey yet, but like, I like to say I like where I am right now, and my mentality with how to deal things. It taught me a lot, being sober. And it really helped me realize too that like I gotta watch who I surround myself with, because that saying that of all birds, or what's it, the birds of a feather flock together, something like that. And but what is basically meaning is that if you're really not careful who you're surrounding yourself with, it could be like, let's say you're friends with like a bunch of alcoholics, and you're a person that doesn't really drink. Like, you could end up becoming that person that drinks, and then as time goes on, you start to drink more and more and consume more. And it's like, that's kind of my situation. I kind of became, I was straight edge and everything, and I was just trying to try out weed, and it was cool. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna trash my experience, because it's kind of who what made me who I am today. And like, I don't regret it at all. Like, it was cool, it was fun times, but like, it's time for me to finally start, working towards what I really want, instead of letting a drug kind of like hold me back. And so, yeah, man, it's just been a whole journey. And, I'm so glad that I started to do this, and, kind of pursue sobriety, and, you know, pursuing this whole YouTube thing, because this is another way to help me express my thoughts. And I'm able to put out into the world and help other people who are in a similar situation. And if you're a person that's struggling with being sober and everything, like, that's perfectly fine. Like, you just gotta try. If you're trying, then I mean, that's better than most people, because this is a hard, really hard journey to go through, to really want better for yourself. And I just got to the point where I was just like, I'm not really where I want to be at, and I feel like there's more potential in me and what I could do with myself. And I just got tired of being stuck in the same old thing, working working to smoke basically. And I really pushed myself a lot this year, and um, with trying to get more out of my comfort zone, being sober and everything. So I'm really proud of myself for wanting to do this for myself, because no one's gonna be there to really push me. I really had to be step up and take accountability, and really show myself what I could be capable of. And who knows, like, if I continue on this path, maybe it could take me to better places. And so, yeah, man, I just want to make this video for people who are, still struggling with getting sober or wanting to get sober, because I really understand how you feel. I was in rock bottom, the trenches and shit, trying to work on this all by myself. I didn't go to like no counseling or anything. And of course I had Rachel there as my support. She's really been helping me with my sobriety and everything, and trying to push me to do better. But at the end of the day, it's like I kind of have to be the person to really push myself, because I'm not gonna get anywhere if I'm just um, staying with those bad habits. So I had to take the time to really develop a routine that works for me. And so, yeah, I mean, ever since then, like, I just been trying to come up with a routine to make things easier, and like what some activities to kind of help me stay busy and active. And it took time. Like, I didn't figure this all out in a day. It took time. Like, till this day, I'm still trying to figure out like a good workout regimen, because I mean, as you guys know, I've been trying to keep up with working out, staying more active, going on more walks and everything. I'm starting to make fitness like a big part of my life, because uh health is wealth, as they say. And so I just want to be able to have like a good body, live a good while, and just starting to focus more on the things that I want to get done, the goals that I want to get done. Actually, like, I have so many goals that I want to get done. I'm not gonna speak about it, but you guys will see if you guys are keeping up with my channel and everything. But yeah, man, like, it's just been like such night and day difference from how I started to where I am right now. And you know I applaud everyone who's trying to change yourself, change your life from the person that you guys used to be. Because, like, I feel like that's like the main thing about life, is to just grow and kind of change the person that you are. And I'm so obsessed with like becoming my best self, and trying to upscale myself basically. And so I applaud anyone who's trying to do that in their life, man, because it really does take a lot of willpower to be wanting that for yourself, instead of staying comfortable, doing the daily routines. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, man, just being sober overall, it just helps to make my mind more active, and just a lot of change, to be honest. Because this around this time of year last year, whoo, yeah, I was big on smoking. Like, I never really wanted to go out all that much. Um, just basically like stay home, smoke. I'd be working around this time of year too. Like, just want to stay home, smoke, pick up some weed, put on a good movie, and just lay there. And it's like I don't know. I can't really be doing that. Like, I really want to like be productive and like do something that'll work out for my future self. And so, yeah, man, I'm just want to keep continuing on. So I've been about 6, 7 months sober, and all I can say is just positive things that's been affecting my life, and I'm very thankful to still have the willpower to keep continuing on. And there are days where like things get tough, and I just want to go to the shop and pick up weed, but then I always, whenever I get that feeling, I just end up going back and thinking like, damn, like, do I really want to throw away all my progress just for like that euphoric feeling again? Like, I'm gonna have to start over, and like, nah, like, I don't think I could be going back to that anymore. And so, uh, yeah, man, like, I just wanted to make this video. Hopefully, it'll reach out to some of you guys that are you know trying to be sober and change up your life. Uh I hope that what you guys heard me talking about kind of like touched you, and you know it kind of inspires you to keep on going, man, because it's a lot. But you know that'll be the end of the video. But if you guys have any more questions about my journey and everything, like, don't be afraid to comment down below. I'm always reading comments. Reach out to me in my social medias, my TikTok, YouTube. I'm on those mostly. And so, yeah, man, just reach out to me if you guys need any help. I'll be there and kind of share with you guys my experience about all of this, and see if I can help you guys, because I just want to be able to help other people going through similar situations. And yeah, man. But thank you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Expect more videos from here on out. I want to do more self-help videos, because I feel like it'll help more people that are going through similar situations. And yeah, just reach out to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Thank you guys.